Episode 20 for the 20th of January for the Arsenal transfer window. Let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen. We're not only talking about transfers today. We got an injury to one of the best center backs in the world. Arsenal still have to do testing. Arsenal still have to do more and get more information. But at this moment in time, William Saliba's hamstring injury, he's going to be out for at least 2 weeks. Reported from L'Equipe Football yesterday, William Saliba will be out for minimum 2 weeks. Yes, minimum 2 weeks. That means he'll miss the game versus Dinamo Zagreb. He'll miss the game versus Wolves. He'll miss the game versus Girona. And he'll be in a test against time to be back for the game versus Manchester City. Yes, he will be in a test against time to be back for the game versus Manchester City. This is a tough blow. Tough blow. But personally, I've seen this comment here. Obvious, William Saliba is injured. Rice is a center back. Play him. Play Partey and Jorginho in the center mid. And Mourinho, Partey, Jorginho, depending on what happens. I think that's the best depth situation in the meanwhile. If you don't want to play Kivior, obviously, or Calafiori's not fit, or if one of those guys are not available, the other center backs, then maybe try Declan Rice at center back. But in the short term, tough blow. Tough blow. And when you think about it, Arsenal's injuries this season, we've had to play so many different combination of center back pairings and defensive lineups. Just look at last season's different defensive lineups compared to this season already. This season already, we've had how many different defensive lineups? Like last year, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different defensive lineups in the Premier League. Already this season, we have had 12 different defensive lineups this season already. That's crazy. Just look at that. That's way more lineups than we had last season already. And then on top of everything else, there doesn't seem to be any major news about other things going on at Arsenal right now. You have news about Cunha after a verbal agreement 2 weeks ago with Cunha getting a new deal. Arsenal have been very interested in the Brazilian, but his new deal has not yet been signed. So we have to wait and see what happens there. We already know about William Saliba's injury and the potential games that he's going to miss. Arteta recently spoke, of course, about dropping points. I think every situation is very different as well. Coming back from a situation where probably before as well, today you have to give credit to the opposition, giving credit to Aston Villa for coming back from 2-0 down. Declan Rice saying, so unlucky yesterday, but times to stay positive and keep believing, appreciate all the love. I feel like we let him down. Martinelli had one of his best games versus Aston Villa recently, and we still get the loss. We still get the draw. It's very, very disappointing from that perspective also. Let's see if there's any more other news. As we do know, there is still news. Yeah, the main news really is about Cunha. Cunha's agent is starting to make little noise suggesting that there is a gap in the market and growing keen to explore. But Wolves are not interested in selling the player at this moment in time, so we're going to have to wait and see. We already spoke yesterday about Peter O'Rourke's news about Victor Osimhen. Nothing really concrete about that at this moment in time. And it also looks like Liverpool are exploring a deal for Rayan Cherki. Yes, apparently Liverpool are looking at him. He's available for 25 million euros this window, as Olympique Lyon are going to get relegated regardless what happens due to financial issues. So it could be a gap in the market to be able to grab a player. But apparently Arsenal are not looking at him. Apparently Liverpool, Bayern, and Napoli are the 3 clubs looking at him right now. You know what, Arsenal, we're not going to go for a player unless they're a long-term target. We're not going to do short-term targets. And 20 million, 22 million for a player of this quality. Why don't we just throw our hat in the ring? But hey, maybe he's not the type of player that we want. Let me see what he's capable of. 1 second. What is he? He's not an end product guy. He's a guy who creates chances, gets a lot of touches, doesn't really defend much, doesn't really get aerial duels, doesn't really get much goals either. This season already has 3 goals and 3 assists in 9 games. Sorry, in 14 games. Not really saying amazing. But hey, he is in Leon. Maybe he can take a step up. And how old is he? He's 21 years old. He still has a lot of scope to grow also. We're going to have to wait and see what happens there. But yeah, Cherki has been linked to Chelsea before. He's currently being linked to Liverpool. It's another player Arsenal could look at. I don't know if it's going to happen. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, it is looking like the window is kind of getting really quiet. Arsenal's window is really getting quiet. And I'm just wondering, are we actually going to pull any triggers on anything or not? Doesn't look like we're doing much. It's really irritating. Like, I was hearing about Evan Ferguson on loan. Well, we would need to get one of Raheem Sterling and Neto's loans to be terminated before we do that. Majority of the stuff that we're hearing about is hearsay. No real serious concrete news at this moment in time. And let me just check if there's anything going around at this moment in time. Yeah, most of the stuff is about Matheus Cunha and William Saliba. There was a story about a Wolfsburg striker, but I'm not really reading too much into it. There was a report. Sorry. There was a Wolfsburg striker also that Arsenal were potentially looking at, another German striker. The London side, apparently he's valued roughly at 34 million. I don't think we're just going to sign anybody. Reportedly, Arsenal are very interested in signing Lyon's attacker, Rayan Cherki, and facing competition from Liverpool, Newcastle, Spurs, and West Ham. He's available for 25 million pounds. We're going to have to wait and see what happens with him. Benjamin Sesko agrees personal terms with Arsenal, says this guy. He's an ITK troll. I don't take it serious. Yeah, that's pretty much it, really. Not much today. The main real story is that Matheus Cunha, his agent, is now looking at opportunities in the market to see if we can get a backdoor deal elsewhere. And yeah. And the other news, of course, is William Saliba stuff. He's going to be out for 2 weeks. It's going to be a big blow. For those 2 weeks, though, we should be able to manage. We should be able to still get the results. And we played Dinamo Zagreb in the Champions League. I'll probably do like a little video talking about that before we get started. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I'm feeling a little bit under the weather, so still needed to churn out a video. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Don't have my normal level energy. But yeah, please do hit the like button. Let me know what you guys think. And I'm out of here, people. Love for the love. Peace.